All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mike and Dave Hit the Stage. I'm Dave.
I'm Mike.
And this is episode 35, fantasy. Now, episode 34 might come out a little weird. We're working on it.
Of course.
Of course. We can't get 4 in a row without fucking problems.
No, never.
But it's, it's worth noting. We're trying.
Yeah.
We try because we care. Whatever. So today we're going to be talking about fantasy. And I had specific things that I chose in what I picked, and that was no rainbows, no dragons. And I stuck to it. You stuck to it too, incidentally.
Yeah, kind of. There's only, I mean, yeah.
I'm seeing
only one. No, two.
You have 2 with dragons?
Well, not dragons, but in that.
No, I meant specifically no rainbows, no dragons.
Oh, okay. No, then I did.
The reason I chose that is because I want to do an episode just on Dio, and that covers both of the things he loves. And I mean that with love.
That's true.
God, I love Dio. So we're going to kick this list off with Megadeth.
Yeah.
I had to say, Megadeth.
Why you say it like that?
Megadeth.
Come on. It's only the second most mentioned band I think we have.
Yeah, number one's Judas Priest.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Which we'll mention again.
Hail Halford. So this is the 5 magics. This is your choice.
Yeah.
So tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Why? Because it's, I don't know. When I was a teenager, this was, the D&D song for me. The D&D Megadeth song. The only one, I think. He speaks about the alchemy and all that other garbage. And by the way, this is the remastered version.
Yeah.
I don't like the remastered version because it feels like they took something away from it. There was when he does the chorus part, I guess it's considered the "Give me alchemy," and there's. Disgusting. I know, it's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Listen, it's disgusting now, but I liked it when I was a kid.
I love that he even says, he goes, I dabbled in black magic. No, you didn't. You got a book on something that was vaguely pagan, and you thought you were fucking cool.
Yeah. So it had more of a feel back when it came out. And then they remastered and they took it away.
Yeah, they replaced it with douche chills.
Yeah, kind of.
It was pretty fucking
bad. They took away the there was like an echo to it. That sounded
a reverb.
Yeah, it sounded deep. And now, not so deep.
This song I never really loved. I know it's heresy, but Rust in Peace is not my favorite album. I know it's heresy.
What is?
So Far So Good, So What?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm problematic.
Listen, you can like what you like. I don't give a shit.
And some of the later stuff is not bad. And Euthanasia, I know you checked out long before that.
Yeah.
The album Euthanasia is pretty fantastic. I highly recommend that you check out a couple of tracks from there.
All right.
It's the best album of the later stuff before Marty Friedman's exit, because Risk was garbage.
Yeah.
Hot garbage.
Okay.
And this was a step in the right direction.
All right, cool.
This song, it is definitely fantasy. There's no knocking you for that.
Yeah.
I don't like the song.
All right. I don't pick Megadeth anymore.
No, it's not even that. You pick whoever you feel is appropriate.
Well, I did that on one list and then you beat me. So we'll get to that. This one, I think, you know what? You did. I like the songs you picked on this one as well.
I was actually genuinely shocked that you said that.
Why?
I thought you'd hate a lot of these.
No, you know what's funny is I did the first listen. The first listen through, I went, here's a Dave list.
Imagine him making that sound thinking about me.
No, because it was in disgust. It wasn't.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. But
the throes of disgust.
Yeah, throes of disgust.
Does describe sex with me.
But they grew on me. They grew on me as the listens went on.
Like mold.
So we're going to bring up your first one, which is Hold Your Fire, featuring Dino
Jalusic.
Okay, thank you for saying that. And it's Magnus Carlsen's Freefall?
Yes.
Who the hell's
Magnus Carlsen is a musician.
Obviously.
I forget what band he's associated with.
Okay.
But it's inconsequential.
Right.
He did this. I hope that didn't come through
It
on this.
definitely did. I heard it.
Oh, God. No, I hope it didn't come through on the recording.
Oh, whatever.
Because it shouldn't be grabbing tracks.
Don't worry about it.
It should be noted that Magnus Carlsen is a great musician and a great writer.
Yeah.
But this is better than his whatever else he's done because of Dino Julisic's voice.
All right. So here's what I wrote. Here we go again.
Oh, really?
Here we go again. Right? Here we go again. It's big. It's all...
Yeah, it's orchestral.
Yeah. Fuck. Right?
I'm sorry it wasn't a 2-minute punk song.
But I did write that it's musically beautiful.
I'm glad you appreciate the beauty of it.
Yeah.
I also like that it's not... even though it is fantasy, it's not knights and dragons.
Right. Now, okay, I think you've already answered it. But in the middle, he mentions a new nightmare. And the only thing I thought of was like Freddy Krueger. And I was like, is this in the movie? Is this on the soundtrack? All right.
No, this is based on the idea of... I think this is don't shoot people randomly.
Really? What's that got to do with fantasy? Oh, wait.
Yeah, it is a fucking fantasy. God. Yeah, so I really like Dino Juliusic. It's really, I picked it for Dino's voice.
Okay.
Because he's got a crazy, crazy powerful voice.
So Magnus doesn't sing. He's
the guitarist.
Okay.
And main writer.
Okay.
Dino has been on, the joke is he's on everything.
Is he?
Yeah, well.
I've never heard of him before in my life.
I know you haven't because you don't listen to the same kind of music.
Right.
Even a lot of the stuff I discovered based on the quarantine cover stuff that Portnoy did.
Yeah.
He was doing covers of like Jane and Stormbringer. Jane being from Starship or Jefferson Starship. I forget which one. I think Jefferson Starship.
Okay.
And Stormbringer is a Deep Purple cover. And those are not easy songs to sing. And Dino Juliusic does it beautifully. Then I found out he has his own band. Oh man, their name is ridiculous as well. He has Juliusic. He has 2 bands that are running concurrently. Juliusic and another one which name
Juliusic.
Yeah, I know. I don't like the name of either band.
I don't like naming a band after yourself.
Oh, like Van Halen.
Yeah.
Enough's enough.
What?
Chip's enough. That's a
Shut
real guy.
up.
Wait, you didn't know that?
I just learned something.
Yes. You didn't know.
That's his real last name? Zanuff?
Probably not. But,
Oh, okay.
But that's Chip Znuff Zanuff.
That's terrible.
It is fucking terrible.
I just thought it was a fancy way of saying enough's enough.
Nelson. You want to bring those assholes up before?
After the rain?
Ugh. Love and infection. I know it's affection, but they both look like they'd end up with fucking herpes. From each other. Devil's three-way.
Gross.
Just Eiffel Tower and some crackhead.
Oh, by the way, I didn't need those Doritos, by the way.
You always need Doritos.
Oh, God.
If there's any advice a fat man can give you is always get the Doritos.
My stomach is not...
You know why?
Why?
Cool Ranch.
No, that's not the problem.
Gross.
It's just that I ate too much. Anyway.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah, I really like this song.
All right.
The album is good. Dino's stuff. He has 2 tracks on there. They're really what set everything apart.
Mm-hmm. Are they all fantasy songs or?
Yeah, no. It's I'm not even sure if it's a concept album, but
okay.
His stuff is really good.
Yeah.
We're gonna go on to the next one.
All right.
Hall of the Mountain King by Savatage.
Yeah.
Now,
go ahead.
Not a Savatage fan.
Nor am I.
Don't specifically love. I think is that John Oliva or Chris Oliva? It's one of the Olivas. There's 2 of them. They're in the band. One of them's dead.
Okay.
I'm not going to make the jokes that everyone expects. I don't love. This specifically is a little Lord of the Rings-ish. Yes. Which is interesting.
This song, the reason why I put this on is this song has followed me throughout my life for some reason.
Is it because you're a short king?
No. It's because for some reason I have this weird thing of being able to hear a song and just know obscure songs. And my neighbor always tries to get me
Stump
on
you?
it. And most of the time, I'm pretty good at getting it. Sometimes he pulls out some like zingers, and I'm like, dude, you got me.
There's a game. That's a game you can't play with Mike.
No. But this is one of them that a lot of people, they play this and they're like, and I'm like, Holes in the Mountain
Sabotage.
King, Sabotage. And they're like, get out of here. I'm like, yeah, it's just one of those ones that's just stuck in my head. And once we came up with this list, I was like, it's got to go on there because
This song prevented me from putting two other songs on.
why?
Because Hall of the Mountain Kings is very Lord of the Rings-ish.
Yeah.
It kept me from putting Blind Guardian on here
Okay.
because they had an entire album called Nightfall on Middle Earth.
Mhm.
It's exactly what you think it's about.
Okay.
And then the other one is a band called Windrose,
Uh-huh.
and they are dwarf metal.
Wait,
Not
what?
dwarves.
They're not.
They
okay.
dress like dwarves from Lord of the Rings.
They dress like dwarves?
Yes, and they sing songs like Diggy Diggy Hole.
If
I
you
am a
would have
dwarf
put
and I'm
that.
digging a hole.
No.
It's actually-
It's not diggity, 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 diggity,
No.
diggity.
Diddly diddly. I couldn't get to the button fast enough. No, it's a completely different thing. It's not good.
It's okay.
My
So-
wife likes it. I don't know why she does.
Of course. Because it's not slam bamboo.
It's also not. It's not slam bamboo, and it's not diddly diddly.
Diddly diddly. Diddly diddly.
Which sounds, the more I say it, the creepier it sounds.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
diddling.
Okay, so I don't. Like I said, I don't remember which Oliva is still alive.
Right.
I believe I know it's the guitarist.
Okay.
He was, because they do Trans-Siberian Orchestra is the same guys.
Right.
Paul and Dave from October Thorns, which we talked about in a previous list.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
We did?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
openers. In the openers, they were the last band I mentioned.
Okay.
So, Paul and Dave from October Thorns actually played in the touring company of Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Uh-huh.
And they worked with, I think it's John Oliva,
Okay.
quite a bit. So interesting. That also links to people I actually know in person.
Yeah. I like it.
And Sabotage, actually, I think my favorite Sabotage song is, and no joke, the Thorazine Shuffle.
I don't know if I know that one.
It's exactly what you think it's about. It's fucked up.
All I have in my head is the curly shuffle. And
Different.
I'm singing something completely different in my
It's
head.
very different.
I would imagine.
So there's a special walk that people on drugs have,
Yeah.
and that's what they're singing about.
Okay. I don't know the walk so much. I know the lean.
Oh, everybody knows the lean.
Yeah.
Oh, the lean.
Yeah.
They never quite fall over.
It's crazy.
I sat one night in a Dunkin' Donuts over on 5th Avenue and 9th Street with my friend John for 2 hours watching a guy slowly lean.
Yeah.
And get
And they
almost
get
down.
right.
And then back up.
And you're like, there they go. Nope.
And he's back.
Yeah. It's amazing.
So we're going to move on to the next one.
Yeah.
So this is March of Mephisto featuring Shagarath
Okay.
by Camelot.
Okay. This one confused the shit out of me.
Why is that?
Not the song.
Mm-hmm.
All the people's. There's like I had to look it up because
Shagrath?
I want to see who Shagrath was.
Okay. Did you get who it was?
Yeah, it's the guy singing.
The growl vocals.
Right.
Do you know where he's from?
No.
Hold on.
Okay.
That is the singer from Demu.
Okay.
That is a symphonic black metal singer.
Right.
So he just did backup vocals. Now, live, this is still done live. And up until a few years ago when Angela Gasso left Arch Enemy and Alicia White Glues joined, Alicia White Glues was touring with them and doing the growls for this.
Okay.
And doing in their other songs where they have a female vocalist, she was doing the regular female vocals.
Okay.
So they were able to do with one person what they were doing with two on albums.
Okay.
And their regular singer, Tommy, I can't remember, Kachovic, something like that. It's a very weird name. Replacing their original singer, the one on this, Roy Khan.
Uh-huh.
Very few lineup changes other than singers.
Now, March of Mephisto. Is that the comic book character guy?
No, Mephisto is actually another name for the devil.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
But I also know him from Marvel.
Well, they've never actually shown Mephisto. Except for that one.
Well, in the movies they haven't.
Yeah, no, the comic books he's everywhere.
Yeah. That's why you confused the shit out of
They
me
draw
there
him
for
in
a second. I was
comics.
like, wait, what?
They draw him in comics that he's not in, so they can say he's in the background of every world.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, they showed him. It was not Peter Fonda, Henry Fonda in Ghost Rider was technically supposed to be Mephisto.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't recommend it.
What, the movie? No.
Yeah, of course not.
No. So the other thing I wanted to say is this guy, I don't know who it was now, sounded like Jeff Tate. Which one
The
sounds
Queen
like
singer.
Jeff Tate?
That is Roy Khan.
Okay.
He is a fantastic singer.
It reminded me of Queensrÿche.
Yeah, and I think that's of their style. That's probably one of the things I love about
To
them.
a point, that's why I had to look this up because I was like, wait a minute, is
Which one of these is Jeff Tate?
right? You know, and
Oh, the cop's coming.
yeah, well, we got to have it at least once.
It's gonna be. This is like the fifth one we've heard today.
Yeah.
This is the first one on the recording, though.
Well, at least it's far away. They were blasting past your house there a few hours ago.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So this song, I wrote this song is awesome. I did like this song. But there's a solo section. I don't know if it's at the end. It's kind of in the middle where they're doing it, but it sounds like a chase to me. The
Yes.
song completely changes, and it sounds like a chase scene in my head.
That's during the keyboard solo.
Yes.
Yes. That is very much the feeling I think they wanted to get across.
Oh, okay, because it sounded like it was a chase scene in my head. You know, I was like, oh my god.
It's that hallway scene from Aha's "Take on Me."
Yeah.
It's that energy.
Yeah,
I love that.
it was pretty cool. I just liked the way it changed. I was like, whoa, that was unexpected, and that's what
it still fit.
right. But that's what some of the songs you put. Not you know what I'm not gonna say that. Not so a lot of the songs I prejudge that you put on a lot of times on these lists, and then as I listen, I'm like, oh no, wait. But you know, like I like that this one. It had that change, and it was like, oh, okay, something different.
And it also doesn't feel like it's too much.
Right. But it's you know, it's those 8-minute songs that go on and on and on, and nothing changes.
Which is funny because this one's only 5.5.
Right. No, but that's what I'm saying is that this is a 5.5-minute song. It has a part in it that changes, that fits. Right. It brings new life to the song. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Like, oh, there's something different.
Right. Instead of 8 minutes of the same thing, the same thing, you know, and your drum solo. And, right.
I think that's what I like about good power metal is that there's always a way to move to a different feel and still fit in the song.
Right.
And that's one of the things. Actually, Hall of the Mountain King has I think 2 changes in it that are very, very well placed.
Yeah.
And that's something to be said about their writing. And the next one on our list has something very similar. It has a tempo change that is very pleasing to me.
Oh, we moving on already?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh,
the
okay.
Next one's
I got to stay. Yeah. Well, no, we can't move on because unless you got something more to say about this one.
I do have the live version of this is also specifically interesting because there is no in the original live version.
Right.
They put out an album called "One Cold Winter's Night," which is a line from, I believe the song "The Haunting." It's another one of their songs. It's
right.
Great.
Okay.
But they do a live version of this without Shagaroth, just background vocals, backing track, and just they nail it. And they nail the entire live album is perfect.
Right.
They cover like a dance song that they Norway's first number 1 pop song. I'll play it for you later. It's actually really good.
Wait. They play
this song in their style.
Oh, okay.
You know when we talk about great covers?
Yeah.
That would fit.
Oh, okay.
I was fit in that.
Like has Norway not had a pop hit in a while? Like you said,
well, I mean worldwide success. It's a guy named Edward Craig.
I get you. I got you.
Yeah, it was a song called Forever. It's beautiful.
Right.
But yeah, their live album is fantastic. Their new lineup, with their new singer is fantastic.
Yeah.
They just put out a recent album. It was actually maybe a month or 2 months ago. It's solid, like a solid 8.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. But now we're going to compare them to somebody else and they're going to sound like shit by comparison. Because you picked Nightcrawler by Judas Priest.
Yeah, man.
And I'm mad at you.
Why?
Because I didn't think of it first.
Really?
I love this song.
It was this or Painkiller. I didn't want to go Painkiller.
So I had this album on CD.
Uh-huh.
And I played it so much that it started skipping at parts.
Yeah.
And when I ripped it to MP3, those skips carried over to the MP3.
Really?
So there are parts when he screams flesh and blood, the blood stutters on my original recording.
So you're expecting it here.
Uh-huh. I always do. The same
I have
thing
songs
with
like that too, right?
with Painkiller. Under. The word under.
Yeah.
It goes under for me. And it's stuck in my head that way. And anytime I hear it the other way, I'm like, that doesn't sound right to me. Even live, I'm like, no, he under. It should be. I know it's not a word, but under is a word to me.
So again, this is another Judas Priest song that it doesn't get it gets recognition, but it's not considered one of their better ones.
I don't know why though.
I think this came out when I was around 12 or 13.
1991.
Right. So this story is terrifying to me.
Yes.
Literally, because the way he tells the story, I have
the visual in your head.
To this day, the same thing. I can visualize what he's talking about, what the Nightcrawler looks like. You know, it's crazy to me how well of a story this is, how great of a story this is. You know, and to this day, the same imagery. Because I haven't listened to this song in so long. And when we thought of this, what?
This comes up like once a week for me.
Yeah. No, well,
it's just in my regular rotation.
Right. But I mean, you know, I haven't heard this in so long that when I thought of this, like I said, originally I put Painkiller, but I was like, everybody knows Painkiller.
Everybody knows Painkiller.
It's a good sci-fi song. It's cool. You know,
if I were to choose something from this album,
yeah,
it would be either this or One Shot at Glory.
Okay.
Because that's a very underrated song.
Now, this is funny because I'm going to bring it up later. But a lot of these songs and a lot of the songs you picked, not a lot of the songs you picked, a few of the songs you picked, remind me of. Did you ever play the game Cyberpunk?
No.
Okay, it's a role playing game.
Isn't that what Cyberpunk 2077's?
I think
2077 is based on?
I think so. But just when we were younger, besides D&D, we played Cyberpunk, and I loved Cyberpunk.
I played something
it
along
was
the
very
lines
cool
of it.
Because you can. Yeah, I know we're going to talk like nerds again, but
like nerds, like we haven't been doing that for 35 cocksucking episodes. Are you kidding me?
But you can upgrade your character. In other words, when you get money,
you can use it to upgrade.
Yeah, Cyberpunk, you can get
biomechanical
a robot arm or whatever, all this stuff. And a lot of the stories that Painkiller the album has, it's very Cyberpunk to me.
Yes. And
some of the songs you picked on here, there's a few albums.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to that.
Right.
And there's a good reason for it. I didn't play Cyberpunk.
Okay.
I did play a game called Rifts, RIFTS.
Okay.
It was a role-playing strategy kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
The characters that you had, they ran the regular, your mercenaries and all that stuff. There was a group of characters called juicers.
Okay.
Juicers were literally, instead of like steroid freaks, they were biomechanical upgraders.
Yeah.
Like they'd change parts, they'd overclock their system, they'd add you know artificial organs, and they cut their lifespan down, but they were overly powerful. Mm-hmm. And I always found that super interesting because over time they need to upgrade into cybernetics to survive.
Yeah.
Because their body starts breaking down.
Right.
So they end up being cyborgs at the end, complete.
Right. And that's how they live.
And then that's your character progresses from juicer to cyborg over time.
And you can still play him as a cyborg.
Yeah. But you lose all the human features as you go and have to get all new upgrades.
Yeah.
It's a really cool way to think about it. And this song, when it slows down, that huddled in their cellar, eyes, daring not to move or breathe as the creature cries. Mm-hmm. That moment, the first, I feel the hair standing on end.
It's terrifying, dude.
It is.
It's scary.
Essence of horror.
Right.
I love it. And now this is a very controversial Judas Priest album when you think about it, because it's very much unlike all the other albums.
It's an actual heavy metal album.
It's the heaviest of the heavy metal albums they've ever made.
Right.
Angel of Retribution, which was Rob Halford's return, was really in this lines, but not.
Right.
And then the stuff that they did with Tim Owens, Jugulator, was of this style, but heavier, and it didn't quite feel right.
Right.
This was for 91, this is phenomenal. For Judas Priest, this is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's sad that his exit was shortly after this.
I know. I think it was right after this album, right?
I think they did a little touring on it, and then away he went.
Yeah.
And I mean, like some of the Halford solo stuff too.
Yeah.
Touches on themes like this, but not quite as good as this.
Yeah.
I honestly
I'm so
believe
glad you dug this one. This is
because of the combination of Glenn Tipton, KK Downing, Ian Hill, Scott Travis, and Rob Halford. That's the lineup for this album.
Yeah.
I think it was lightning in a bottle because you change one member and it's a completely different sound.
Yeah.
And we know that because the Jugulator is a completely different sound and Demolition were a completely different sound. Angel of Retribution was closer to this, but not quite. And then after KK Downing left, the sound changed and they got Richie Faulkner. Sounds still good, a little more classic.
Yeah.
And then KK put out an album under the name KK's Priest.
Yeah.
And it is very much as if he's writing Judas Priest songs without the rest of the band. And you can feel it.
I never listened to KK's
It's
Priest.
a little much.
Yeah?
It feels like a little like they're trying really hard.
It's forced.
It feels forced. Like
Okay.
it feels like you're trying to be Judas Priest. Tim Owens is in like 9 different bands over the course of the last 20 years.
Right.
My favorites were Feared and Charred Walls of the Damned. Charred Walls of the Damned had probably some of the best like individual songs.
Right.
Feared being some of the best written songs that he's ever done. This I feel like KK's Priest was like a complete swing and a miss.
Yeah.
But I love Judas Priest, and really you could have put
Do we have to say it? Do we have to say that?
we usually and I feel bad we didn't end the last one with Hail Halford.
Yes, we did.
Did we?
I did.
I don't remember. Oh no.
I don't miss it.
I'm losing it. I love this album.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite album. I know it's controversial that how much I love Turbo because nobody else likes Turbo.
It's all right. You know, I like.
Also, a lot of the tracks on here, the bass is not played by Ian Hill.
What do you mean?
A lot of them are keyboard tracks.
Really?
I forget why he wasn't there for the recording, and in turn they had I can't remember the keyboard player do synth work with the bass synth.
Interesting.
And that's why the end of Painkiller has those buildups.
Yeah.
There's a bass line he can't play because the notes are so fast that he said nobody can play it.
Right. It's just
maybe the bass is from Manowar. Fuck. Anyway, I love Judas Priest. Their Rock and Roll Hall in Induction was amazing. It was just a good time. Now let's talk about another weird one because you had your weird one, I had my weird one.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Cybreed with Bioactive.
I wrote in big letters, this song rips.
Really?
Yeah.
I am very, very surprised you love this. This is from the album Slave Design. And this is the essence of what I would call biomechanical metal.
Yes, and I wrote right next to it, cyberpunk.
It is. These guys, their album artwork is biomechanical. Their stuff is phenomenal. It's I looked at it as if Korn didn't go nu metal.
Okay.
He's got this like this raspy voice, this energy that's chugging yet not blatantly, they're not doing the same riff over and over again. It's got a feel to it. It has almost like a thrash meets nu metal sound without being too nu metal. But I discovered these guys from, oh man, I can't remember the name. There was a band that used to come to Roxy. They were Polish guys.
Okay.
But they were a metal band. They were like a Polish black metal band.
Right.
Super cool dudes. And I feel bad I don't remember their name. It was at least one of them was named Mike. I'm not even being funny. But they were so nice and they were so cool. And one day he's like, yeah, you got to check this out. And he let me borrow the CD.
Right.
I said, if you come back tomorrow, I will have it with me and it'll be ready to go back to you.
Yeah.
He goes, okay. And he came in the next day, just didn't have practice, just came in to pick up the CD.
Right.
I'm like, this is in my collection. It is permanent.
Right.
So I've had the same MP3s ripped since 2004.
How many albums do they have?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But I have 2.
Oh, all right.
I have 2 and they're phenomenal.
Right.
But these guys are fucking brutal.
I loved it. I dug it. I mean, again, this one I think is one of the ones when I put it on for the first time, I was like, But then, like I said, I mean, we listen to the songs. I know me and you. For example, I told you yesterday that I had to go premium on our list because I listen to it all day long. And then I'll take a break. I'll take a break for a day, and then I'll listen to it on the way home. So these songs grew on me.
I mean, some of these for me were instant, like March of Mephisto, and this were like instant, like I love these.
Yeah.
Some did grow on me.
Yeah.
But this, I mean, so good.
Yeah, I dug it.
Yeah, it's not much to say about something this interesting.
Yeah, it was just
like, it's so good. It's like, there it is. Take it, enjoy.
Yeah, I just I just like a lot of these songs. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm gonna have a story. I like having a story to the songs.
Yeah,
Well,
this unfortunately, I never got to see these guys live. I don't even know if they toured.
Right.
But man, they're good. Me and Mo used to sit and listen to this at Roxy.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the shuffle of Crotch Duster and Wormed and a Stratosphere. And I know you
guys
hate Wormed.
did not sit and just listen to Wormed.
I will get Mo on record saying we listen to Wormed.
Please.
On record. I will
do,
get that.
because I don't believe anybody just sits around and listens to that goddamn band.
We don't listen to it consensually?
Yeah. You don't sit around and enjoy it.
I did.
No.
I did.
No, there's no way you fucking enjoy that.
Tell me how I feel.
Huh? No. It's humanly impossible.
You can't fat shame and bully me. I'm not going to let you do both.
I'm not bullying you. I'm just saying that there's no way that
feel that
anybody humanly.
Is that technically gaslighting?
What?
You didn't feel that way?
Yeah. Oh, that is gaslighting. Yeah. You don't feel that. You don't feel that at all. What are you talking about?
Yeah. That's not how you really felt. Yeah. No, that's exactly. Yeah. I enjoyed listening to Wormed. Did I love it? No. Was it interesting to me? Yes. Because it was an anomaly.
You could call it that.
Yeah, it's an anomaly. It's an oddity.
It's an awfully.
Like Wesley Willis.
What the fuck is that?
Little rock and roll McDonald's?
Oh, jeez. I thought you were going to bring up Timmy Turner.
Not yet. Speaking of which, the next song is Time Machine by Frank Turner.
Right.
Apparently Timmy's brother. I'm not going to talk shit about Frank Turner. One, because you love him.
What did you think of this song?
I actually thought it was really sweet.
It's interesting, right?
It's interesting.
Because I like this one. This one, I love the story, right? Because it starts out, he's building a time machine to go back and all on the power of steam and Donnie Darko daydreams. Come on.
That's a little rough for me.
Why? But that's
said it out loud. Huh? You said it out loud.
But that's him. But that's Frank. It. That's how,
I definitely got the idea behind it.
Right.
Very quickly.
Right. So he goes, right, and he wants to, he brings up all these historical things. Then he gets to the reason why he built the time machine.
Yes.
Was to go back and show his girlfriend or whatever.
His significant other.
Right. That, at one point.
This was perfect.
They were, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, what's so funny is that, and again, this is another song where you can relate. I've had that where things are going wrong and it's like, don't you remember like
the nice shit?
A few months ago, we were cool, man. And now it's, but it's, oh my God. Shut it.
You're a mess.
Shut it.
You're a mess. Yeah, it's a really good song. I'm not the biggest Frank Turner fan.
Yeah.
But I love this. I love how it's just, he's saying what he's saying because it sounds like it's coming from that part of his heart where the secrets are kept.
Well, this album was a breakup album.
Oh.
It's off the album.
Get the fuck out of my life, you dirty bitch.
Tape Deck Heart, it's called.
That sounds nicer.
And the first song is called Recovery. And, he's talking about, getting back to his life and everything like that. And it was a bad time in his life. And he talks about it when you see him interviewed. This was just I'm in a shit part of my life. And all the songs basically are that way.
I get that. I do appreciate when you see someone write from not only from their personal experiences, from the worst of them.
Right.
And they get something out there that's completely beautiful.
Well, that's what always got me about Frank Turner is he's not singing about a story. He's singing about himself. Almost all his songs are about him or, about things that he's gone through. and it's amazingly how much you can relate to it. What do you?
I'm not laughing at you.
What?
My brain just did 6 things at once.
What do
One
you
of them, except for the songs we were singing about fucking, and my brain went beans on toast Jay, and then went, fuck it, come on toast Jay. Fuck him.
Jesus Christ.
And I don't even hate the guy that much. My brain immediately goes, fuck him.
Wow.
No, I do get what you're saying though. It's this
He writes very relatable songs.
very, very emotional and relatable songs.
Absolutely.
And it's Frank Turner, really. How
Right.
bad could it be?
It never is bad.
Now we're going to go to the opposite of Frank Turner.
Saw him at Pier 17 a few weeks ago. It was awesome.
Is that with the Interrupters and
Yes.
Amigo the Devil?
No, that was Clutch.
Who
was the same week.
Who opened for...
The Interrupters were with Frank Turner and Amigo the Devil was with Clutch.
That's right. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So, we're going to go the opposite of Frank Turner.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go to Symphony X with Bastards of the Machine
Yeah.
from the album Iconoclast.
Yes. I'm trying to remember. I just wrote "Love This."
Really?
That's all I wrote.
No.
That's what I wrote.
I honestly did not think you would like this.
I'm trying to remember why I wrote "I love this." I remember the song, but tell me about
Does
it.
that help with the artwork?
No.
No, okay. I figured I'd
Go
give it a
ahead.
shot.
Tell me about the song.
Okay, so it's really...
I mean, I do remember the song. I just
So I've told you about Symphony X before. Have I?
probably.
I have. When we talked about opening bands, October Thorns opened for Symphony X, who were opening for Halford.
Okay.
So Symphony X, I mean, there's not much when you can say about New Jersey power metal bands.
Okay.
These guys are the guys.
Okay.
I used to see these guys like at least once every other week at L'Amour's here in Brooklyn. They'd go and do their shows just to gear up for tour. They'd just play shows at L'Amour's and play the album beginning to end.
Okay.
And it was phenomenal. It was actually way before this. This was their like 8th album. Wow. And I went to see them for their album 5, which was their 5th studio album. And it was it has
Oh, the name of the album is 5. I thought I just glitched.
No.
I saw them for their
There's
album
a glitch
5. It was their 5th album.
it
What?
was it was their 5th album. It was called 5.
Okay.
Or V, depending on when
Oh, okay.
you want to do it.
All right.
Really good album. But when I think about their growth and progress, they went from like a Knights and Dragons power metal band
Right.
to this.
Okay.
And this is very far from the Knights and Dragons. You know, the singer was the Black Knight at Medieval Times when he was younger. I've told you that story.
You have told me that. That's why I'm laughing.
And it's never not funny.
Because it clicked. Yeah, it clicked. And all I think of is a guy jousting. Even though I love it when I go to like...
No, he was one of those guys.
The Renaissance Festival and stuff like that. But
So when he left, they gave him a sword.
I don't know why that's so funny.
I don't know why either. It is funny.
Because I see them presenting it to him like...
Yeah, they don't hand it to you this way. It's sideways.
Take it.
Yeah, take this in the face. Hilt first like daddy likes it. I don't know. The fuck is wrong with... I think I broke him. Oh, wait.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, you think you are. So...
that guy, the guy's singing. And he sticks the microphone
You're doing it wrong.
Sorry.
So, yeah, so they gave him a golden handled sword.
Okay.
When he left. And for years when they performed live, when they did some of the bigger pieces, he'd bring it out and wave it around. I'm like,
Yeah.
we could pump the brakes on the sword handling on
Take
stage.
it easy. That's your trophy, you fuck.
Yeah.
Put it away.
That's a thank you for your years of
That
service.
shit should be hanging on your wall.
That's
not
your version of a gold watch.
Yeah, not swinging around. Like, look at me. I'm the Black Knight. Fucking asshole.
He's actually...
That's, you know what? That's my beans on toast. That guy.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't even know who he is, but he's like,
I got a double on
I'm the Black Knight.
I will double down on that for you.
What?
This is also the singer for Adrenaline Mob.
All right.
I know you weren't in love.
No, I was not in
But this
love.
is a good song.
I liked it.
This
I like it a
entire-
little less now that you told me all this stuff.
Now, you'll feel better. He stopped doing that.
Oh, okay.
They've abandoned the sword and sorcery
right.
stuff so much.
God, we're machines, bastards of the machine.
Oh, and it was a tie amongst like 3 or 4 songs from this album. I picked one of the shortest ones, not because of content. All their songs on this album are pretty fucking amazing, but there's 1, 2, 4 songs.
Yeah.
Bastards of the Machine, obviously. Children of the Faceless God.
Okay.
Electric Messiah, and Rain and Madness.
Okay. They're all fantasy
good
songs?
They're the entire album is.
Okay.
Everything they do is. They have on another album they have a song called The Accolade.
Yeah.
Which is literally about a Templar knight.
Okay.
And they have no experience in that. That's pure fantasy.
Right.
I love these guys. This is from 2011, so this is over a decade old.
Okay. 2011 is like 2 years
it feels
ago.
like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I did that the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, 10 years ago. Oh, you mean 2000?
It's so funny because like now I go by, it used to be like, 9/11 and stuff like, oh, that was before 9/11 or after. Now it's before kids and after kids. I'm like, wow, that came out before I had kids. All right.
Yeah, for me, that wasn't that long ago. It's 2016 for me.
It's over a decade for me, so.
Oh, you kids are growing up. It's sad.
I know.
They're getting big.
It's not sad.
Well, it's sad that you're losing the memories.
Don't be one of those
You're
people.
going to be one of those.
I see that on Instagram all the time. They're getting they grow up. Enjoy it. It was
I have a blast with my son.
Cool when they were babies. Do I miss it? Sure. Am I going to be like, no. Because now they're cool as they're growing up.
You have cool kids. I think my kid's pretty cool, but I know some people who are not lucky. The kids are douchebags. Just real pieces of shit.
All right, let's
know who you are, motherfuckers.
Let's not rag on people's kids.
No, I'm talking about the parents too. But no, thankfully, most of my good friends, their kids are awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, my friend Sean sent me pictures of his daughter.
Okay.
The other day, she's getting so tall. I'm like, I've missed so much because she was born. She's gonna be 3, so she was born in a time
during the pandemic or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, we've missed so much.
Yeah.
It's just, my wife and I are usually the risk, because we're in and out of the hospital all day. We don't want to get anyone else sick, so we're usually pretty careful.
Yeah.
So we don't want to get, they have a new baby.
Unless you're sitting between us.
Yeah.
Breathing on us.
Licking the side of your head while you're not paying attention.
By the way, guys, I've been sitting with you for 12 hours. Thanks. We love you, dude.
Love you, Mike. All right. Anyway, Symphony X is awesome.
Yes.
And we're going to go on to the one that I have the most confused questions about.
Why?
How is this fantasy? Was I not paying attention?
Yeah, you were not paying attention.
I don't think I listened to his voice.
This is about Lord of the Rings.
Is it really?
Yes. At the end, he talks about Mordor and
I could have sworn he was talking about drugs.
No.
This shows you how much I'm paying attention to.
No, he sings about Gollum. He's singing about the ring.
I completely missed it.
The girl he's talking about is the ring.
Yeah, I missed it.
You had
you know what?
Dude, it's not like this song came out yesterday.
I know. I hate Led Zeppelin. Did you just laugh so hard you farted?
What?
Did you just fart?
No, I would tell you. Believe me.
I'm hoping. I'm going to get him.
I would cup it right in your face if I did.
Hot cup of fart.
Yeah.
I never got that.
So wait, what were you in a coma when you listened to this?
You know what happens? By the time I got to this, I think I was so out of it. I was like, fuck it.
It's Led Zeppelin. I've heard it a million times.
John Bonham just butt fucking a drum kit. And I like John Bonham.
I can't believe you had
no.
What did you look at the list and go, fuck is this?
It's like, this is an odd one to have here. I didn't know Led Zeppelin. I thought maybe
the Immigrant Song.
But
yeah, I thought about that one too, but then
I fucking love that
I don't
song.
want it to ruin. That song was used so perfectly in Thor Ragnarok.
It was
that
twice.
I don't even want to. I don't even want to listen to that song any more than I have to, because every time I watch that movie, I'm like, this is so fucking awesome.
It's like, yes,
yeah, and then I was gonna put that or this.
Didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know.
That's fucking
I'm
hilarious.
an idiot. I don't know what to tell you.
That is great. I love that. I have so many questions. I'm like, hang on, I'll get right to it.
Yeah. I feel stupid now that I didn't know there was
Mordor and Gollum in the second part of the song.
I don't know if my brain just goes, fuck you in the middle of it. Now I don't even know how the song ends. I never hit skip when I played these songs.
Yeah.
But I really don't remember how
zoned
this ends.
out. You zoned out. That's hilarious. Listen to it.
I'm going to have to listen to it again on my own.
Yeah.
Now I feel kind of guilty.
That's hilarious.
Not that guilty.
Nah, you don't have to feel guilty. That made it great. Are you kidding me? I'm so glad that you're like, I'm so confused why you put this on here. This is the most self-explanatory song on this whole thing.
Nightcrawler is the most self-explanatory.
Well, that too, yeah. Yeah, he basically says it. The only part in the beginning, you could be a little confused
I think that's what happened.
because he's talking about a girl and everything like that. But it's the ring. He's talking about the ring.
The cock ring?
Yeah, the one ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
So there's that. You hate Led Zeppelin and you zoned it out.
I don't like Led Zeppelin. I wouldn't motherfucker them.
Right.
I really wouldn't. They deserve everything they've gotten in history.
Right.
Their accolades are well deserved.
But they're a bit of a thief also.
They're definitely musical thieves.
Yeah.
It's not even my argument. I never enjoyed, like, I can't say I've sit and enjoyed an entire album.
I hear you. Well, it's like this is another one of those bands when I was in high school that it just introduced you. It was like the Doors on it, like when we went
fuck the Doors.
When we went to when we went to the pool hall, it was, the jukebox was there and it was the Doors and it was Led Zeppelin. It was because we were all 15, 16,
I was 11.
and just, I know. You were 11?
When you were 15, 16?
Yeah,
I was 11.
But
That's how math works.
But I know. I just had never mind. But that's how we got into it. It was what was the closest to what we listened to back then in high school that was in the jukebox at the pool hall.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I didn't get to go to the pool hall so much because it was not a friendly area here.
Yeah, well,
back then.
Mm-hmm.
But when we did hang out, we listened to whatever. I was just never a Led Zeppelin guy. We used to joke, there's Iron Maiden, Judas Priest.
Right.
It was one or the other. And then it was
Metallica or Megadeth.
Megadeth, The Who, or it was The Who or Led Zeppelin, and then it was the Stones or the Beatles.
Okay.
And I was a Beatles.
You know my stance on
Who,
the Beatles.
Priest,
That didn't
Metallica.
make you fucking laugh, you cocksucker.
What?
You said the Stones or the Beatles, and I said, well, my stance on the Beatles.
I know, it's
and I
bent
got
over.
0.
Yeah, because you were bent over getting...
Bastard. It's not my stance on the Beatles, by the way. I love the Beatles.
Yeah, it's down on all knees.
Yeah.
All knees.
All I hear now is when everybody brings up the Beatles, they
Fuck
go,
the Beatles.
Oh, we know how Mike feels about the Beatles. No, it's not how I
You
feel.
said it out loud.
It's recorded.
The best part is why am I saying this?
Why am I saying this? As I was saying it in my head, I'm going, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's the only thing anybody's going to hear. They're not going to hear you explain yourself. Wow. Am I fucking
I was genuinely
boring you?
yawning. No, I'm fat and I'm not getting enough oxygen. So what happens when you laugh really hard.
This cocksucker just yawned right in my face. Yawned while I was telling a story and hit the fucking the cough button so that you didn't hear it.
But you can see it.
Yeah. Well, if they're not watching it on YouTube, they're not going to know.
You're missing out.
They're just going to hear me go,
wow,
really?
You get to see me not look at the camera 3/4 of the episode. And we get to see you looking over there.
Yeah, I know. I keep looking at myself.
You vain piece of shit.
I don't know. You got to put that right underneath the thing so I look at the camera.
We could do that.
Okay.
I just put it in front.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do that now.
Okay. Why are we so off?
What do you mean so off?
It's
a delay.
I don't know. It's freaking me out.
It's a delay. Relax.
All right, I'm not looking anymore. Go on to your next song.
You mean the last song?
You fucking not knowing fucking ramble on cocksucker.
That was a lot of effort.
I know.
So the last song is The Devil's Child by Nocturnal Rites.
Okay.
This was a random music channel discovery.
This was very loud. After ramble on. Well, you wouldn't know. You didn't listen to the last song. So
no, I think I just faded out.
The production quality it's not low, but it's lower because of the way, I guess, when it was recorded.
So
that when this came on, it was real loud.
There is a argument about volume for recording.
Right.
It's commonly referred to as the loudness war.
Yeah.
They're raising the noise shelf for current music.
Uh-huh.
So it sounds good on cheap headphones.
Okay.
And in doing so, you are losing a lot of definition in the high end.
Right.
You're gaining distortion overall. It adds to bass boost, but it decreases overall sound quality. And in doing
I do
that,
notice it in some new albums.
somebody pointed
just
it out
doesn't
to me
sound well.
with metal.
Uh-huh.
Like the most recent metal. Well, actually, it was specifically Death Magnetic at the time,
Okay.
compared to an album that was put out a couple of years before by a different band.
Right.
And just looking at the waveform of it, you could see the ends of the waveform were flattened because it was being cut off by distortion.
Okay.
And then with a regular good recording, the waveform's shorter, but has much more definition, and that's what actually gives you those dynamics are what makes audio sound good.
Right.
But you need something to drive that. So you end up maxing out the volume on your phone or whatever, and then you get a phone call and it blasts your ears.
Right.
So what they've done is they've boosted everything so you can lower the volume overall and get the sound, but you're losing overall quality. You're getting degradation in both bit rate and frequency. All these things suffer for loudness.
Yeah.
And it ends up sounding like shit.
Yeah.
If you listen to an older album, you'll notice that you have to crank it up a bit.
Yeah.
Cranked up, it'll sound way better than anything currently recorded.
But that's funny. That's the first thing I wrote was that it was very loud because it was right after a Led Zeppelin song. So so you got and then it came in and I was like, whoa,
it's like, Jesus,
I had to lower it. I'm like, Jesus. But what else did I write? Why did I write 10,000 Eyes? Oh, I know why. So this guy's talking about the devil's child, obviously. The 10,000 Eyes, is that I don't know if you're going to, is that it's an angel reference?
Yes.
Right? That's what angels really look like. If you knew what an angel really looked like.
It's supposed to be, it's their version.
They're gross. Angels are gross.
A lot of the biblical angels are described, not specifically in the Bible, but other texts as less
they're not human
than shapes.
Right.
Gabriel's described as wings with eyes.
Right. That's what I got with this.
The Metatron, which is the voice of God.
The voice of God, yeah.
Is rings within rings. With covered in eyes.
Right.
And that's actually the idea of 10,000 eyes.
Yeah.
There's another one that I think is just it's a flame with the mouth of a lion. It's just it's getting into religion. It's not really our thing here.
No, but
there are some very specific
it's just
things out there.
It's just the little things I picked out in this song that I was like, "Ooh, that's cool." You're not thinking of the angel's a little cherub, little kid.
I always hated cherub designs.
Right. Like it's just not what angels are described as.
Especially the Archangel Michael is described as a winged warrior to the point where there are groups in churches called the St. Michael Association.
Yeah.
That literally their symbol's a gold sword.
Yeah.
So no, Chubby Baby isn't doing that.
Right. Chubby Baby.
That's what cherubs are supposed to look like. Chubby babies.
I know.
I don't know why.
But cool tune. I liked it. To end the list, I liked it.
I've put on another list another track from this album.
All right.
And this is on another list.
I don't remember that. Mm-hmm. One we've done or one that's coming up?
One we've done.
I don't remember. All right. Well,
it was actually with Mike. Not the last time, the time before that.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna do a quick.
You're gonna do a quick search?
Yeah.
What did we do with Mike last time? I don't even remember.
I bet you don't.
I don't know. We did. Did you just fart?
No, not yet.
You lifted your cheek.
I didn't. I just shifted in my chair. I'm fat. If I move, it looks like everything moves.
And it made a noise.
Oh, if I fart, you'll know. They're deaf.
You're not gonna shoot it in my face like I told you I would. To you?
Did you just say I'm gonna shoot it in your face out loud? You're a fucking wreck. Yeah.
The fart.
Yeah, I bet.
The fart.
Yeah, I bet.
Asshole.
God. Where?
Come on now.
What do you expect from me?
All right, you want me to? We're gonna do this together. Go.
No,
Go. Go. What did he do
I'm not
with
even
us?
trying.
I don't even remember what he did with us.
Exactly. I'm looking for it. Listen,
What?
most likely it's not going to be good. I'm probably wrong.
All right. Well, I know how to do this. There's the one. 16 tracks. Spock's beard. That's Mike. Here we go. I found one.
That was good. It's not songs that change the sound. It's not what I just listened to.
No.
Now we're just going through.
We did. Wait. They understood the assignment.
It's not a cover.
Oh, damn it. You are so gone, by the way. You're in the wrong 90s.
It's definitely not 90s.
What the? You didn't put it on any fucking list then.
I think I like fucking with you.
I think it. Love Hate.
Nope.
Then you never fucking put one of
It
these
couldn't
songs
be on
there.
Love Hate.
You never. These are the. You got to look for the ones that have 16 songs because those are the ones that Mike did with us.
I could be wrong that he was here for it.
You
Because I'm an
fucking
idiot.
asshole.
You do forget I'm an idiot, right?
I'm not looking at you. Old Man Mosh Pit.
Doubtful.
Then you didn't put it on here. We're on a wild goose chase.
Also probably true.
All right. So what song did you think you put up? Because Nocturnal Emissions never came up.
You know, I have been caught calling myself that.
What?
I've been calling that band that myself.
It's the first thing I thought of when I saw this.
Oh, man.
But this is the first time I've seen it because I would have thought of it right away. I would have been like, oh, we had this band already because I would have thought of Nocturnal Emissions because I'm a child.
Yeah, I'm also there with you.
Can you stop looking?
No, I can't help it now. The you know what kicked in and now I can't stop. You bastard. You did this.
It's not women in music. You can pass that one.
You don't know that.
What?
Kidding.
All right. I'm done.
All right. Anyway, Nocturnal Rites is fucking awesome. I know. Was it? No, I remember what it was. Different band he was making fun of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I got to get back to the list anyway. There we go.
Wow, we're done.
Yeah, I know. It's the end of the list. But think about all the other fantasy songs we could have thrown in here that we didn't even touch.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing is I had a Manowar song on here, but I took it off because I put them on another list.
Well, technically, you could have just put the word Manowar at the end of the list because everything they did was that way. Some of their songs are so self-referential.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, there's one song, where they mention like almost every album they've ever come out with in it. In succession, by the way.
I know. Fucking New York guys, so I don't even have an excuse.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. These guys, you just made me think of Manowar.
Okay, well, that depressed you?
It's just, when it comes to fantasy stuff, they're like one of my least favorite groups.
All right.
And because they don't it's them and Halloween and I forget, there's one of the band that I'm always like, yeah, they're power metal and they're fantasy, but they're not good at it.
Dragonlance.
No. Not Dragon Force.
That one.
They're not. I don't like Dragon Force.
I said Dragonlance.
You did. And I'm the D&D nerd. It's a D&D reference, ladies and gentlemen.
Another one.
Another D&D reference.
Take a shot.
One day I'm gonna I'm gonna go into details on how my bard died.
We'll have a drinking game. Oh, your bard. Oh yeah, that's right.
You were there.
I was there.
Anyway, because I know nobody wants to hear that. Because metalheads are fucking losers. Fucking judgmental assholes. You gotta talk about fucking Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. It's one of the things I like. I was gonna say something really fucked up. It's like, there are only three things I like: heavy metal, mouth stuff, and Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm not asking.
No.
I'm not asking.
Go ahead. You know what you want to ask.
Yeah, what's mouth stuff?
Use your imagination.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. So I think I could have sworn I put.
Stop looking.
I'm not gonna keep looking. I'm good. You know, when we're done, I'm gonna have to look.
Okay, we're done. Yeah, but stop now. Scroll. You
Stuck. I'm stuck on stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We'll call it stupid.
this is I love that if you make a list, it starts suggesting other stuff
Yeah.
from the style.
God, what did it give
And
you?
it's just Led Zeppelin songs. How is Ace of Spades by Motorhead? Oh, there's the song The Haunting by Camelot. That's cool. Anyway, we need to talk about Unworked Apparel.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on my Gush shirt. And I need a new hoodie for the fall because my hoodie is now disintegrating because I'm fat and sweaty and it's old. It's over a decade old, and it took
It held up.
a long time for it to start showing its age.
Yeah.
I have photos of it from last year that were perfect, and it just started. I don't know what happened. Maybe washing it got messed up.
Yeah, it could.
But it's time for a new hoodie. I'm looking at you, John. New hoodie. Let's do this. I tell people all the time, I want to support my friends. I don't want discounts. I don't want help. I want to support. I want your name out there. I want people to get attention, and I want to buy stuff. I want to be part of it, not benefit from it.
Right.
We're going to talk about Acist. That's Joe's project.
Yes.
AECYST on YouTube. New music coming out soon. He's working on new stuff. A lot of stuff has a visual aspect to it. He did all his videos are rendered, not filmed.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I learned a lot about the video process from him.
Right.
Thank God. And
Listen.
not that I'm using it right. Yeah, I felt it fucking coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying, motherfuckers.
If you could see the before and after of what goes on.
They fucking
between
will eventually.
us.
They're going to see all the fucking fuck ups I do. Oh, they're terrible. And then finally, The Weege. Check out Bandcamp, their album Searchlights. Just good jazz improv of pop and rock songs. Their cover Peaches and Regalia. I keep listening to it.
Okay.
It's amazing. Frank Zappa. It's complex and weird and trippy, and they make it better. Like, it's awesome. Zappa did it awesome. They do amazing with it. On Instagram, you are
Nugs29.
I am basher.exe. We have Hit the Stage Podcast on Instagram. We have hitthestagepodcast.com. That's where you can catch our podcast in audio form or on any podcast format. You can search us on any app.
Right.
And on YouTube, we are Mike and Dave Hit the Stage. So we have video. If you see it, there's a 50-50 chance it'll be okay. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're working on it. It's a work in progress. I'm an idiot. You guys are lucky we have video at all.
Yeah.
It's a slow process.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
So for now, take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. And we'll see you soon.
Hail Halford.
Hail Halford.
See, we said it.
Bye.